Prof. Christio will be presenting a topic entitled Herbal Medicines for Cancer, Evidence of Effectiveness. Prof. Christio completed and obtained his doctorate degree from University of Hawaii in 1973, after which he joined University Science Malaysia, specializing in tissue culture and plant physiology. After 27 years of serving US and Malaysia, he retired as a professor of botany in 2000.
He also used common sense in terms of interpreting medical literature and research paper. I read a lot of research paper. When we read research paper, we use also common sense to interpret our results. Let me just give you some example. AstraZeneca did clinical trial involving 1,700 cancer patients, and because of that, he withdrew the Irisa that is found in the market. Irisa is used for lung cancer. Why? Because patients after taking Irisa live 5.6 months. People who do not take Irisa using placebo live 5.1 months. So the difference is 2 weeks. Because of that, even if after they sell and make a lot of money, they have to withdraw the drug. Tapi, they did not withdraw the drug for Asians. How effective is Irisa? And this is stated in the medical journal. Patients who take Irisa live longer by 9.5 months. Without Irisa, people live 5.5 months. It means that patients who take Irisa will live 4 months longer. Kalau Irisa tu kacang putih, beli seperti kacang putih and cost like kacang putih, then tak apalah. You know how much Irisa cost? 8,000 satu bulan. Jadi kalau 8,000 satu bulan, beli obat, makan 4 bulan, mati, apa guna? Bukanlah makan Irisa itu boleh sembuh. Makan Irisa adalah nak hidup lebih panjang 4 bulan saja. This is facts from medical journal. Irisa ini sebenarnya dicipta di UK, tetapi mula-mula dijual di Japan. The first country to approve Irisa is Japan, and it is in July 2002. Less than 2 years later, 1,155 cases of eye effects are reported, and 444 people thought to die because of Irisa. Kalaulah tak mau makan Irisa, sekarang ada satu lagi obat baru, Tasiva. Tasiva ni adik Irisa saja, sama-sama. Patient with Tasiva live 6.7 months. People without Tasiva live 4.7 months. So those people who take Tasiva, that survive longer by 2 months. Tasiva costs US about $2,000 per month. Irisa also costs about the same case. Bermana you want to live 2 to 3 months longer, you have to spend $7,000 to $8,000 a month. Well, tell that to your patient. Now, we are not saying it is no good. We are not saying that you don't take, but the patient should know that they take the drug. It cannot cure. It makes you live 2 or 3 months or 4 months longer, and you pay that much money. I have looked at all the new drugs for cancer that is coming out all the time, that none of them ever claim that the drugs can cure cancer. They say that drugs can only prolong life. And how long can you live longer? Can it be many years? No, it's not even 1 year. Herceptin. I was told Herceptin is just as expensive as Proton Sara. And it is supposed to prolong life by 7 to 9 months. Ebetuk. I have a patient who came to see me, he got ebetuk. Satu kemo dengan ebetuk dan bla bla 16,000. Dia kena buat 12 kali. So 16 kali 12 saya tak tahu berapa. Ebetuk, according to the research paper, can make you live longer by 2 months. Vertibix by 36 days. Sebulan saja. And Evanston, yeah, very famous today now. You either spend $100,000 or you spend $50,000 depending on what cancer you have, and you only live a few months. As I say again, I'm not against all this drug, but patients should understand what they have and what they expect to get. Ini yang penting. Ini yang menjadi masalah. So I will give you an example so that I want you to go back and let's think about this. It is said that if you have colon cancer, the first thing you have to do is go for surgery, chemotherapy, sometimes radiotherapy, sometimes. The basis of this is by this paper here. In this paper, written in 1988 year, inilah asas kepada apa yang kita buat hari ini. And this is written and published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. 1,166 patients undergone surgery for Duke B and C, stage 2 or stage 3 colon cancer. And this is the result. Kalau you just do surgery alone, after 5 years, your survival is 59%. If you do surgery plus chemotherapy, 5 years survival is 67%. Very good. Therefore, conclusion is must do chemotherapy. Now, this is where I like you to think about it. Pergi chemo means you have to spend more money. Pergi chemo means you will have to suffer from the side effect. Boleh, never mind. Botak sedikit, never mind. Karena keluar ni lagi bokeh. There is no problem. Tetapi adakah orang ni nak chemo tak chemo, terpulang pada mereka lah. Kalau tua pergi chemo, susah. Okay? Whatever it is, that decision whether you should do chemo or not is up to the patient. I don't discourage them at all. Berasa nak, cuba. Tak tahan, lari. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Before I get this research paper, I was having the impression that everybody, kalau kena colon cancer, pergi potong, go for surgery, must do chemo. If not, they all die. That is my impression. But when I look at this paper, it is not true. Kalaulah you have stage 3 colon cancer pun, you do surgery, you still live. 59% still survive. If you do tambah chemo tadi, you get a bit higher, 67%. The difference is only 8%. You are just saying that it is only 8% advantage. People should understand that. In other words, kena bagi tahu pada pesakit. Kalau buat chemo ini, nampak chance na 8% lebih. And let them decide. But patient apparently have the impression, tak buat chemo, mati. It's not true. I'm not saying that. The paper is saying that. 8%. If you have so much to spend, so much money, is it worth it or not? If you are afraid of side effects, is it worth it or not? I think people have not thought about it, has never asked the question, is that, can I do something else to get that 8% rather than go for chemotherapy? Bermakna, kalaulah saya ni tak mau buat chemoterapi selepas operasi, saya nak buat cara-cara lain supaya saya dapat 8% itu. It is more logical. Doctor will never want you to ask that question. You as a pharmacist also don't want to ask that type of question. But I as a herbalist, I ask, what if I don't want to do and I do something and I get more than 8%? Saya ni bukan nak kelahi. Saya nak sungguh fikir saja. Einstein's insanity to him is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different result. Buat situ saja-saja tapi expect different result. Kalau ada cookbook, anda follow cookbook, saya buat tom jam semua tak keluar, tak bagus. Janganlah gila buat tom jam macam tu. Buatlah macam lain.